I think it's hard a lot of times to attract the casual fan. I think it's hard because the reason why you're a casual fan, a lot of people are casual fans, is because you're not fully committed to whatever you're watching. You don't really fully care about whatever you're watching. You want to support, but you don't really care. Because at the end of the day, there are more things on your plate that you feel or is more important, and you want to care about more. I kind of feel that way. I've been like that with a couple of sports. I know that I do this sports podcast thing, but I'm a casual fan when it comes to some things. Tennis is one of them. I've never really been the biggest tennis fan. I support people. Like I support Lewis Williams. I support Coco Golf. I support Roger Federer. I support people. I want to see success, but I'm a casual fan. Meaning, if it's on and there's nothing else on, I might put it on the background, but I'm never really going to pay attention unless it's somebody that I care about. What Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner did, I believe it was on Sunday, was on the same level of when Tiger would show up on Sundays with his red Nike button up. You knew you were in for greatness. You knew that what you were about to watch is probably better than anything that you could possibly imagine. I am not going to say was the greatest, but I will say that the Carlos Alvarez Jannik Sinner match was one of the best matches I have ever watched. From storytelling to just greatness, it filled all the boxes. Congratulations to Carlos Alcaraz for beating Jannik Sinner in the French Open on the men's side. Mr. Alcaraz lost the first two sets. First one lost 6-4, second one lost 7-6. And then he proceeded to win the next three. This, I believe, was also the second longest game in French Open history. I think it was longer than 5 hours. A little over 5 hours. When I watch some sports, I understand completely why I don't play that sport, why I probably never could play that sport. It it kind of just jumps out the paper. It's no question. I know why. I would never do this. To play a game where you don't have a team aspect to it, it's just you versus somebody else. And you playing for 5+ hours lets me know that this sport wasn't meant for me. Now, again, it goes back to my first point. We talk about the golden age of sports. Someone like Coco Golf, someone like Carlos Alcaraz, who is young as well. I think he's 22 years old. And for him to be down to lose the first two sets and then to essentially win the next three, but it wasn't like they were going back and forth. The last set, I think the second to last set took like an hour to two. Again, I don't watch tennis like that. I'll be real with you. I'm not here sugarcoating it. And it's also a testament the fact that this is when we have the NBA Finals going on. This is the first two segments is tennis, because I have to give it up. That was the greatest tennis match I've ever watched. That was one of the greatest comebacks I've ever seen from an individual person. And shout out to Jannik Skinner too, man. Jannik Sinner. He was actually pretty. I mean, he was the number one player going in. He beat Novak Djokovic. He was great. He just wasn't better than Carlos Alcaraz. Congratulations to youth, man. I think youth these days, and some of it is justified. Some of it I get. But youth these days, they don't really get a good rap a lot. There's a lot of negativity when people speak on the youth. And I think it's important to highlight when the youth is doing exponential things. Again, Carlos Alcaraz is 22 years old. Coco Gauff is 21. Carlos Alcaraz is at 22, he's one of the most decorated tennis players we've ever seen. And he still has a lengthy, hopefully, career ahead of him. But he's already done things and he's already accomplished things that most people haven't or set their entire careers to get and still don't hit. Coco Gauff is 21 and she won her second Grand Slam. Do you understand that there are people that have played tennis their entire lives that don't even get one Grand Slam? So I want to be a positivity highlighter and highlight the fact that the two faces on the men and women's side of tennis is a 21 and a 22-year-old. Again, I understand that they're not number one ranked right now. Cool. But as we speak, they are on top of the world because they are the French Open winners. A 21. Their combined ages is 23 years old. 43 years old. Congratulations again to Carlos Alcaraz and Coco Gauff for winning this year's French Open on both the men and women's side. Oh, man, you stayed to the end of the video. I appreciate you. If you like what you saw, be sure to hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss any content from your boy. You can also go back and watch past episodes, past clips, and don't forget that the Unpopular Podcast, new episodes drop every Wednesday and Saturday. Appreciate you.